Hi, I'm Catherine from Outsource Elite, and today I'm talking with Todd Smith, the Channel Director of Calero. Welcome back, Todd.
Hey, appreciate you. We're excited to keep talking with you. It's been a blast.
Awesome. So last time we talked a lot about the types of industries and businesses, and you showed us a little bit about how you guys work and a little bit about your core offerings. Today, I wanted to kind of follow up on that and extend, as one of the key aspects of expense management is visibility.
Yeah, so it's kind of a couple of items there. The first piece is that visibility comes, we bring every invoice in. So no matter what the carrier, what the provider, mom and pop shop, or the biggest companies you've ever heard of, like we bring all of that in. And because we're accessing at the invoice level, pulling that in, I don't care if it's coming through snail mail, if we're using EDI or CDR, we're bringing all that data in and I can see every line item. I know the address, I know who it's billing. We can then break it up by cost center, BU, GL code. All of that is not only the visibility into what we have, but what do I want it to look like in the platform? And so I would say that the thing that is so critical is the configurability of the data. I want to see the data where I want to see it, when I want to see it, how I want to see it. I want to see it by location. I want to see it by a cost center. I want to see it by a team or a region. That's what our visibility is offering. And we do that because not only are we bringing the data in from the invoice, but we also have APIs written to many of the top providers. And so we're getting, I guess, all-inclusive data outside of just what the invoice says to really understand that estate and the technology, where it sits, what it's doing, when is it used, was it disconnected, when was last usage, like all of those items coming in. And that to us is the foundation. The stronger my foundation on a building, the better that building is. If I have a weak foundation, I can only build so high, or I can only build so wide. And so we want to give the strongest foundation. I want you to know every single piece of your technology inside and out, because with that, now I can actually go and optimize or change that estate.
Right. And so can you discuss a little bit about the role of automation in your solutions and how does that enhance the efficiency and accuracy of what you're doing?
Yeah, so we have over 1,000 readers within our platform. And what those are designed to do is to understand every line item and every piece of data that's coming in. The reason that is so critical is because with that and the tutelage of the APIs, I can now go through and I not only understand my data, but it's accurate. It's every time it's going to be the same. It's exactly what I'm looking at. I don't have to question it. It's not an Excel spreadsheet that gets outdated. This stays up to date with the platform. And I think that's the piece that the automation does, is it's constantly going through and looking at the most updated information. In fact, if I was to show you something just to create a little bit of an eyesore for you on this of what the data looks like in someone's world, and then maximize that. Like what we can do is we can go here and we can say, listen, I want to, and I'm gonna share my screen here. I want to see my data, or I want to see my network and how it's going right now and how it's working for me. And so we've created this tool that's called our visualizer. It shows me every location, inventory item, how much I'm spending. I can go into any location and it'll tell me, where's that location at? What is it? I can scroll through and say, well, what if I just wanted to look at something like the US? If I just wanted to see US, I can click that and all of this now updates and becomes, oh, well, we went from 300 plus down to 82, and I can drill into a location and see what it's there. I can go through here, or I can even go into voice and say, well, I want to see just my POTS lines, or just my SIP trunks, or just my DIDs, and it shows me not only the count, but if I was to click on that, it would update all of these locations to only show the ones that had a DID block or a PBX. And it's the same way on the data side. When you talk about the importance of this, the data side, if I want to see just my locations with SD-WAN or just my locations with Ethernet or dark fiber, I can click on this and it's going to update everything to just be my locations that have those pieces of dark fiber at them. And that's what you want your platform to do. I want to be able to drill down. Someone comes to me on the executive team, or a region is looking to make a change, or we want to see and compare one site to another. This is how you do it. It's all at your fingertips. I'm not searching through spreadsheets. I've developed it to be right in front of you at any given time.
Yeah, that's a very powerful tool. And that kind of leads me to the question that, everybody's going to ask you, security and compliance. How do you guys ensure that sensitive financial data is protected and compliant?
Yeah, this is probably, I would tell you, first and foremost, if you saw the small paragraph that I have to type in just to get into my computer, you would know it's kind of at the core of who we are. With never having a breach or a data breach on any of our stuff, that's a great piece. Over 50% of the Fortune 500, 8 of the top 10 banks, 6 of the top 10 healthcares. Like, this tells you the story of not only do we know, but the largest companies in the world are entrusting us with their data, and there's a reason they're doing it. When you look at our compliance, SOC 1 and SOC 2 compliance, when you look at GDPR and all of these certificates that you have in security, like, those are what we do as a part of when we're bringing on a customer to show them, and we go through that security review. We're able to provide the certificates and the documentation because it's what we've been doing for 25 plus years.
Right, so you got it sorted. So, the trust is there as well.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Todd, for your time today, and join us next time when we'll pick this up and talk some more about what Calero has to offer. Thanks, Todd.
Beautiful. Thanks, Catherine.